Hey everybody, welcome back. I want to thank you guys who downloaded my backing tracks for jamming along in A minor pentatonic and A Dorian modes, and also the neck diagrams as well for the scales. I'm going to follow up on that a little bit today for those of you who just want to dig a little bit deeper, dive a little deeper into that. You'll notice on those backing tracks, I'm sorry, on the neck diagrams, I gave you the here at the 5th fret, I gave you the first. Once again, this is A minor pentatonic. The second, starting at the 8th fret there with my middle finger. And the 5th lower octave down here below, which is right behind the first position, the 5th position. Excuse me guys, I've had a bit of a cold virus this week. Hopefully I'll get over it soon. So, anyway, and so I just gave you those 3 positions because that's kind of where I was hanging out when I demonstrated with the backing tracks, the original video where I was playing along with it. And it's good to start in one area like that and kind of get comfortable with it before you stretch out over the whole neck. But just for those of you who might want to dig a little deeper, I've done some neck diagrams that include all 5 positions in the pentatonic in A minor and the Dorian mode in A minor. And once again, for those of you who are looking to learn a little bit of music theory, A minor pentatonic is the same as C major pentatonic. We're just hearing the A, which is the relative minor to the major key of C, as our tonic, or our root note, as opposed to C as our root note. And when you would use the C major pentatonic, might be coming when you were in, you know, like chicken picking, those kind of things. But for today, we're just going to stay with the A minor pentatonic and Dorian mode part of it. And once again, just as the A minor pentatonic is relative to the C major and the same scale as C major pentatonic, the A Dorian mode, as I'm referring to it, is the same thing as a G major scale, starting on the 2nd tone, which is the A. The G major scale is called the Ionian mode, and I'm going to get into the modes a little bit later for those of you who are really interested. But for now, I'm just going to just point out that if if you know the G major scale, then if you hear A as your root note in that, then you already know the A Dorian mode as well. So if you know Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do in G, you know A Dorian. So I'm just going to try to point out these little relativities between key centers and that kind of thing. So once again, I'll get into it here because I don't want this to be too long today. So once again, I'm going to replay through these just so you guys can see what I'm doing up close a little bit. So at the 5th, you'll see there's my note there, and I'm coming up here to the 5th fret with my index finger. This is A minor pentatonic, 1st position. I'm just going to go through the pentatonic scales and then I'll go through the Dorian modes. So A minor pentatonic, 1st position, 5th fret of the big E string, 8th fret big E string, to the A string, 5th fret, A string, 7th fret, D string, 5th fret, D string, 7th fret, G string, 5th fret, G string, 7th fret, B string, 5th fret, B string, 8th fret, B string, 5th fret, E string, little E string, 5th fret, little E string, 8th fret. Now you notice I'm keeping, and in all these I will do this today, I'm keeping my 4 fingers over the 4 frets, and I'm doing them, I'm just basically playing, keeping my fingers right over the 4 frets up. Or if it's 4 frets up, I'm using my pinky. If it's 3 frets, I'm using my little finger. You'll notice, guys, a lot of time might not, it's good to know how to play these licks and these scales with any fingers. So, sometimes I might not always play that note right there in the pentatonic note. I might not always play with my pinky, especially down here along the neck. Sometimes and get a little more purchase on the string and back it up with this middle finger and index. So anyway, just to let you know, I'm just doing that today just to make it easier for you to learn the scale. So that's once again 1-4, that's 5-8, 1-3, 5-7, 1-3, 5-7 frets, that is 1-3 in fingers, 5-7 frets, 1-4 my fingers, 5-8, and then 1-4 fingers, 5-8 frets there too. And of course you go back down the same way you came up. So it'd be this one's kind of easy because it's first finger pinky, then first ring, first finger ring finger, first finger ring finger, then first finger pinky, first finger pinky. So you got 3 strings where you're doing your same fingers, same frets, where's the ring finger in the index, and you also have 3 strings where it's index finger and your pinky, big E string. Remember, any finger you do on the big E string, it's going to be the exact same on the little E string, because that's just 2 octaves up. So you got the 2 E strings and the B string with your index and pinky. So that's the A minor pentatonic first position. Now, guys, when I was figuring these out a long time ago, there wasn't really that much resource to learn them. I don't recall there being any books out that told you how to do this. There definitely wasn't any YouTube out. So I just kind of learned it on my own. And one way I did this, and you can do this on your own as well. If you know this one scale, you can figure out all the other positions. You just have to take that note and find it up on the next string. So, and then the same way, you just continue. That's the same thing as here, except I'm coming up here and doing it. So now I'm starting on the minor third in A on the pentatonic. 8th fret, 10th fret on the big E, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10, and go back down the same way. Now for the third position in A minor pentatonic, where I'm going to start on this with the middle finger on the 10th fret now. So that was the second position. So we're just playing those same notes, coming up one more position on the neck, guys. So we'll start 10th fret, big E string, 12th fret. And the reason I'm starting on my second finger on the last position on this position, guys, is because I'm going to have to play my index finger a fret back right after that, so, or soon anyway. Didn't happen to the G string on this position, but, so 10th fret, big E string, 12th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret on those first 3 strings. Then I'm going back with my index finger to the 9th fret, index, on the G string, up to the 12th fret on my G string, then back up. So I'm having to climb back up there to the 10th fret with my index finger, then the 13th fret with my pinky, then on the little E string, 10th fret, 12th fret, and then back down the same way. And once again, guys, eventually once you get these scales in hand, you'll be able to the reason I like to be able to play them with both sets of fingers, 1, 3, and 2, 4, because you're going to have to jump around occasionally. You know, you have to jump around every now and then. So, okay, that's the third position of the pentatonic, A minor pentatonic. Coming up to the fourth position, you start at the 12th fret, where you have your double dots there. Big E string will be 1st fret, then up to the 15th fret with your pinky. Back to the 12th fret on the A string. 15th fret with your pinky on the A string. 12th fret with your index on the D string. 14th fret with your ring finger. 12th fret with your index finger on the G. 14th on the G string. Then with the middle finger, I'm hitting the 13th fret of the B string, 15th fret of the B string, then back to the 12th fret of the little E string, pinky on the little E string. So you'll notice there's only one string here where you actually start with your middle finger, and that's on the B string. All the others, you're starting on the 12th fret there. Right there, you go to the 13th fret with your middle finger. So 1 4 1 4 1 3 1 3 2 4 1 4 1 2 4. I'm saying 4 2 3 1 3 1 4 1 4 1. Okay, that's the fourth position of A minor pentatonic. Now up to the fifth position, we come up here to actually to the start at the 15th fret with the middle finger. Middle finger, 15th fret on the big E string, then pinky on the 17th fret, A string, middle finger, 15th fret, pinky, 17th fret, then up to the 14th fret with your index on the D string, then 17th fret with your pinky on the D string, G string, same thing, index at the 14th, then pinky at the 17th fret, then middle finger again on the B string, 15th fret, pinky 17th fret, middle finger 15th fret on the little E, and pinky 17th fret on the little E, and then back down. So going up, it's 2 4, starting at the 15th fret on the big E, 2 4 2 4 1 4 2 4. I'm sorry, 2 4 2 4 1 4 1 4 2 4 2 4. Going back down, 4 2 4 2 4 1 4 1 4 2 4 2. And I really I highly suggest you practice these both ascending and descending. So that fifth position there, guys, you'll notice when the neck diagram, it wasn't a PDF, it was actually just a JPEG or a PNG file I think I gave out for free last week, and I'm going to give another one of those for free to accompany this video as well. So be on the lookout for that. You'll notice that when I gave you the 15th fret in that first neck diagram, I gave it to you down here at the 3rd fret. Same fingering as we just did up here, 2 4 2 4 1 4 1 4. Down here at the 3rd fret though. 2 4 2 4 1 4 1 4 2 4 2 4. 4 2 4 2 4 1 4 1 4 2 4 2. Same thing, just an octave apart. So that's the minor pentatonic in the key of A. Now I'm going to give you next the A Dorian mode to accompany those. So first position, A Dorian, which is just a G major scale, starting with the second tone as your root. So A Dorian would be 1 3 4 on your big E, and these are finger numbers I'm giving you, by the way. Frets are 5 7 8, and then I'm A string, 5th fret to the 7th fret. I'm actually choking up to my index. You know, you can do it like that if you want. You can go 1 3 4 on the big E, then 1 3, then stretch back. You'll have that little stretch there, but some people do it that way, but I like to practice it like 1 3 4 1, and then I go 4th finger, and that sets my index finger to be able to reach back to the 4th fret for that next note on the D string. Then middle finger 5th fret D string, pinky 7th fret, index on the 4th fret of the G string, middle finger 5th fret of the G string, pinky 7th fret of the G string, B string, index, back up to the 5th fret now. We were 1 2 4 1 2 4 on the D and the G string there. Now we're coming back up to the 5th fret. 1st finger, 3rd finger, pinky on the 8th, 1st finger, 5th, 3rd finger, 7th, pinky on the 8th. So those are the same. You'll notice those two are the same fingering as the big E string. And these two are the same fingering. The only odd man out here again is that A string where you just have 2 notes. Excuse me, guys. Pardon me, that note's not in there. I just slid into there for some reason. But anyway. So eventually you can start mixing these scales in with other blues scales and that kind of thing. That's the first position, A Dorian mode. Second position, starting at the 7th fret, we have... now, I'm just going to give you the starting fret here, guys, and especially where it doesn't jump back a fret, I'm just going to give you the starting fret and tell you the fingering. So I'll be referring to, we're starting at the 7th fret here, second position, A Dorian. I'm using first finger, index, middle, pinky. On the A string, I'm going up to index, ring finger, pinky. D string, same thing, index, ring finger, pinky. The G string just has index, ring finger. Just 2 notes there. Then B string, 7th fret, index, then middle finger, pinky, same thing, the little E string, index, middle finger, pinky. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. So you have 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and back down. 4, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1. So you okay, that's the second position, Dorian mode. Now the third position, we're going to start at the 10th fret here, and now there are ways to put 3 notes on every string with these guys, and I'll eventually tile that in together. The way to play these modes and these scales. There's different in between patterns to these 5 patterns, but these 5 basic patterns are the best ones to learn to start off with, I found. So, starting on the big E string for the Dorian mode, third position, 10th fret. Once again, I'm just going to give you the starting fret. And if we got to jump back, which we do here, we start at the 10th fret on the middle finger, pinky on the 12th fret. Then we're back to the 9th fret, but you just line your hand up at the 9th fret and start off with your middle finger. So 2, 4, then 1 at the 9th, 2, 4. Same thing next string on the D string, 1, 2, 4. Then on the G string, it's 1, starting at the 9th fret again, 1, 3, 4 at the 12th. Then we're going to choke up, back up to the 10th fret, 12th, 13th fret with the pinky. Then 10th fret, 12th fret, so 1, 3. So you have 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. Jump up a fret, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. And if you want to jump up here and grab that note that's out of the pattern, feel free. So, okay, that's the third position, Dorian mode. Fourth position, starting at the 12th fret here. And here you don't jump back a fret, so I'm just going to give you the the digit numbers. Starting at the 12th fret, you have on the big E, 1, 3, 4 to the 15th fret. A string, same thing, 1, 3, 4. D string, 1. You know, I lied, guys. You do have to jump back. So 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. And here I'm going to choke up on that. Choke up again like I did down here on the first position. I'm going to choke up 12th fret to the 14th fret so I can stick that index finger back there and grab the 11th fret and go 1, 2, 4 on the G string, excuse me, and then back up to the B string, 1, 2, 4, then on the little E string, 1, 3, 4. So you have 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, back to the 11th fret, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, back a fret, 4, 2, 1, 4. See how that lines up? That's why I use that instead of stretching back to that finger. 4, then choke up, 1, back at the 12th fret, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1. So you have a little sloppy. So anyway, please forgive me. And okay, here we go with the 5th fret. And since I showed you the pentatonic up here, I'm going to come back down here to the lower octave to show you the 5th fret, which is right behind the 1st fret. And here we start on the 2nd fret with our index finger. So if we were up here at the higher octave, we would start on the 14th fret. But we're going to start down here at the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, middle finger, pinky, 5th fret, then middle finger, 3rd, pinky, 5th. That was the E string. Now D string, pinky 2nd, ring finger 4th, pinky 5th, G string, same thing, 1, 3, 4, finger that is, 5th fret wound up on there. Then it's just, on the B string, it's just 3rd fret and 5th fret, middle finger and pinky. Then 2nd fret on the little E string with your index. 3rd fret, big E, little E string with your middle, and 5th fret, little E string with your pinky. So it's 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. Back down you have 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. So once you have these scales internalized, guys, you'll be able to, you know, and you can practice them in other ways. I think I mentioned this before. Than just going up and down or down and up. And it's good to start down on the top note and go down and come back up sometimes as well. But eventually you'll learn ways to, you know, you'll go down on my minor, you go down a 3rd, whichever it is in the scale, it'll be either a major or minor. Here it's a minor, then you go back up a note and go down, that's a major 3rd, then you go back up the last note and down a 3rd. You see what I'm doing there? And since I have a stop on the same thing there, I would probably, I just lay my pinky down and anticipate that G string note I'm getting ready to. And middle finger on the B string. Up, you do the same thing, you lay it down and bar that. So that's one good way you can practice those, guys. And I in the future, I'm going to roll out some other exercises to help you learn these scales and modes that are a little more interesting than just going ascending and descending. So anyway, I know it was a little labor intensive today. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll try to get this together and get it out there pretty quick. And I apologize for not being around the last week or so. Just kind of been sick and still kind of getting over it a little bit. So I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday, and thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.